Hi there, my name's Ginger Bertrand, and I've made a living teaching and choreographing dance professionally. As a choreographer, I've always used dance as an outlet to tell my stories. This is Caitlin. She tells my stories. Well, unfortunately for me, my stories couldn't really be heard performing in front of generally the same people 5 times a year. So one day, I thought I should try posting some videos on YouTube to see if people were interested in my stories and to show people how great my students were. But one negative comment was enough for me to take it down even after 100 positive comments. I freaked because I was totally afraid of this feedback. I was so nervous and I definitely was not ready to be vulnerable. So I generally just stuck with Facebook because at least I could control who had access to my profile and limit what people could actually see. Well, aside from the big brothers of the good old FB, of course. I eventually decided to make the move to Toronto to pursue a career in PR. Studying at Humber College, I was immersed in a social media program that had me pirouetting out of control. You mean to tell me that I actually have to write things so that anyone who come across it could read it? Oh my goodness. You have got to be kidding me. You have to sign up for Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter and Ning and Widgeo and Digg, and the list goes on and on and on. Create a personal brand is what I was told. Make yourself known in the online world and make sure you have an identity. And make sure you talk about what people want to hear. Without a personal brand, you can't get a job in the PR world. Someone with a better online brand will get the job over someone who doesn't have a great brand. And yada, yada, yada. I had no idea who I was or who I wanted to be or what people wanted to hear. I mean, that's why I decided to go back to school in the first place, to find out who I was and how I was going to use my skills in this crazy PR world. So I hesitantly did my assignments on things that I didn't necessarily want to talk about. I mean, it is school after all. And I started to build what I thought people wanted from me. It wasn't until I attended Michael Cayley's personal brand camp that I had a webalation. I was trying to create an online identity that I thought people wanted from me, instead of creating an identity that I wanted for myself. At table number 10, Zoe Fixel told me, "It's not about competition, it's about finding your audience." And Rhiann Langdon, at table number 4, reinforced this by saying that I can be about so much more than just one thing, that I don't have to only talk about PR and social media. I can still be true to my own identity even if it has nothing to do with my job. Well, by golly, was I doing jetés after that. You mean to tell me I don't have to write about how to get more Twitter followers or that this particular application is a great communication tool? Hallelujah! I have been tweeting so much more since that night, telling people about my mom's new jewelry line, my friend Frank's new ready-to-wear line, talking to my awesome new mentor, and well, obviously the Canadian Olympic team. I've even created my own Facebook fan page so everyone can see some pictures of my adventures, some video clips of what I do, and pictures that I just generally like. This is what I want to do. I want to tell the world about the wonderful people I know, or don't know, the wonderful things they're doing, the stellar things society is doing, all the while putting my own spin on why it's important to me or why I like it. I want to share my passions with the world one step at a time. I want to be real, be honest, be authentic, and most of all, I want to be me.